Right. Today's theme is common Japanese business manner. So you have been many years in Japan, so you have an idea, etiquette, and manner in business scene.
Yeah, I think so. I've worked in like more traditional Japanese settings and also mix of like Japanese style and more Western style, maybe something like we have going here at Talisman. I think that there are many rules in Japanese business, like anywhere, I suppose. And there are some even really tricky ones that even keep the Japanese on their toes. I think I've broken a lot of these rules myself. Yeah, I think a good thing is Japanese people don't really expect the non-Japanese to be like the rule masters, you know, so it's good for everybody to remember that. But I have a few that I think are good to share.
Okay. Yeah, please.
A big one is politeness. So, you know, I think politeness and avoidance of confrontation can be found everywhere. If you're going for a meeting with your customer, your client, for example, you should really treat even the youngest member or any staff member with the greatest of respect. So this is one I like a lot.
Okay.
Another one is business cards. Maybe a bit less relevant now that we're having a lot of or all meetings online, but there are some rules for exchanging business cards. I think you should really learn how to properly present and receive your business card with hands. You need to like admire the business card front and back, and also place the business card in a prominent position on the table when you sit down for your meeting, and of course have a nice case to store them in, so you can show the other person that you're taking care of their business card. Bowing, I think we all know that the Japanese usually bow instead of shaking hands. So learning how to bow correctly can be important, different for men and women too. So if someone you're meeting with like extends their hand, a Japanese person, of course you can shake their hand. But if they start to bow instead, I think just follow their lead. And don't worry, if you can't master a good bow, but it's good to show some politeness. Yeah. Another big one is punctuality. So this is a really big one in Japan, everywhere. And it's important to show the respect for other people's time, not just your own. So if it's a meeting, make sure you're there about 5 minutes early. And if you're going to be late, make sure you let the other person know for sure. And also make sure to know when your meeting is going to finish so that you can not go over time. Again, it's respecting people's time. So another one, nonverbal communication. I think effective communication in Japanese is often very indirect. So things like nuances, gestures, or other like bits of nonverbal communication, nonverbal actions, are used to kind of say what really needs to be said. And I think that the Japanese tend to rely on these nonverbal cues rather than the words that they might actually use to say the same thing. So this can actually be kind of a pain at first for a non-Japanese person, but I think you get used to it actually. So really, I think overall, if you're unsure or simply unaware of some of the business rules, just check the actions of the other people around you and follow their lead. It's a good way to avoid breaking any rules, and I think it can also show your politeness and respect. And in my experience, the Japanese will appreciate your efforts and interests much more than seeing perfect attention to the rules.
Good. Thank you very much. It was really interesting. I think you understand very well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.